first shot on target. It's a game that got away from Sunderland. We'll talk about them in just a short while. He seemed very, very downbeat in that interview. I guess people read a lot into that, but for a draw at Sunderland, less for a United side, they need to be going to a place like that and expecting more. But he seemed very despondent.
Yeah, he did. He just didn't sound right. Even like, it is a good point. You know, when you don't play well, get a point. But when you're manager of Man United, you've got to come out and say, all right, it was a point, but we expect to come here and win this game, so I'm disappointed. It was like it was a good result, and it wasn't a good result.
Manchester United's problems continue after frustrating Premier League display. Fresh debate has erupted around Manchester United following another disappointing Premier League performance that left supporters frustrated and pundits questioning the direction of the team. Discussion intensified after the latest edition of Soccer Saturday on Sky Sports News analysed the results from the traditional 3 p.m. fixtures and focused heavily on United's ongoing struggles. Despite enjoying long periods of possession, Manchester United once again failed to fully convince in attack, with concerns growing over the team's creativity, movement, and ability to control games effectively. Former players and football analysts on the program pointed toward a lack of cohesion in the final third, arguing that the team often appears predictable when facing organised opposition. Questions were also raised about the balance of the midfield and whether the current tactical approach allows the forwards to perform at their best. The discussion reflected the growing mood among supporters, many of whom have become increasingly impatient after a season filled with inconsistency. While there have been moments of promise, the overall performances have struggled to match the standards expected at Old Trafford. Fans watching the analysis across social media echoed many of the concerns raised by the Soccer Saturday panel, with criticism aimed at both the tactical structure and the squad's decision-making in key moments. Attention also turned toward the pressure surrounding the manager and recruitment strategy. The panel debated whether Manchester United need major changes in the transfer market to compete again with the Premier League's strongest sides. Defensive organisation, midfield creativity, and clinical finishing were all identified as areas requiring improvement if the club hopes to challenge consistently at the top level. Even so, there remains belief that the squad possesses quality capable of improvement. Several pundits argued that confidence and momentum still play a huge role in football and that a strong run of results could quickly change the atmosphere around the club. However, patience among supporters appears to be running thin as expectations continue to rise. As the Premier League season progresses, every Manchester United performance will remain under intense scrutiny. Few clubs in world football generate as much discussion as the Red Devils, and every dropped point only increases the spotlight surrounding the team. For now, the conversation continues to center on one key question: how quickly can Manchester United rediscover consistency and rebuild the attacking identity that once made them one of football's most feared sides?